Hey everyone, it's Tiffany from Let's Get Scrappy, and I have a Country Craft Creations design team project to share with you. This is using Country Craft Creations exclusive By the Seaside, and I will do a tutorial on this one. This project was inspired by my little Halloween version, and I just made it a little bit bigger. And I'm hoping to do, I have 2 tutorials out to do than this one, so I'm hoping to do that actually on the 4th, but we will see because I have a lot of cleaning to do. Not for any special reason other than I just haven't for a minute, but that is my plan. I actually made this to gift to someone. But I've been dying to use this collection from Country Craft Creations for a long time, and oh my gosh, it is so pretty. And now I don't have time, but I'm gonna have to make a banner because a banner was just calling my name as I was creating this project. So I will link this collection. This is the 8x8 collection that I used. I will link the 8x8 as well as the 12x12, and there might be some accessories because sometimes there's charms and like bookmark clips that go with the collections. If there is, I will link that. But this is just a little 5.5. Let me see. I think it is 5.5 by 7.5. And why, oh why do I never bring my ruler with me? Hold on. This is like a normal now where I have to say hold on and wait. But while I'm over here, I'm grabbing something else. So, okay, coming through. Okay, so I think it is 5.5. Yeah, 5.5 by 7.5 with a 1-inch spine like this. And on the outside, I don't know if you guys can see it, but can you? Oh, I don't know that it's in. I cannot see. Well, I matted with 2 different blues, and it's really silly because you barely can see them, but one is like a turquoise that matches like this kind of color here, and then one is a teal, like metallic going throughout. You know, your girl has issues. I have to matte. Maybe you could see that a little bit better. But I wanted to bring in both the blues that are in or going throughout this collection. But I did add some netting from my stash, and it was really funny because I did take a poll on the Facebook group Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations, and this actually was a poll that was a vote that was almost unanimous, except one person voted not to have the netting on there. Everyone else said to keep the netting, which is unheard of. Usually it's 50-50. I really struggled with this because I don't really like it. So I wanted to be all fancy and do some layering. I know you guys say this is not like something where I'm hard on myself. This is just my own thing. I like things to look a certain way. I try and I'm going to keep trying, but I don't necessarily love my layering. I just think it looks like a hot mess. But I just kept going with it. So I did fussy cut these out of the paper. I added some real shells here from my stash, some pearls, a little bit of crystal bling going throughout. On this one that was like a pearl kind of with like gold around it, I added some glossy accents. You can't really see because I have a shadow. Glossy accents on this one. And then I did Wink of Stella on the shells, all throughout the sand, some things on here. Popped this up. This is from the die sheet. Just some ribbon from my stash. I'm trying to think. Did I actually get this from Tamara's Craft Room? I might have jacked this from Tamara's Craft Room. I totally was in her room and getting some trim. I can't remember if it was this color I got from her. It was one like this, so it was either this color or a different color. And then some twine. Yes, I go in Tamara's Craft Room, which is not a craft room. It is like 2 giant rooms. It's a full-on studio. It's beautiful. And it's actually like feels like 3 rooms put together. Yeah, and I go rummaging through her craft room. It's fun though. Okay, yep, that's me. Okay, so it opens up like this, and I just love the way that looks. Okay, so I had a hard time even putting matting down like for photo spots because I love the paper. Okay, I got to give you guys close-ups. You know I have to do this. Just look at this paper. And I did ink the edges with a tea dye color. This one, this is where I did some of the fussy cutting. I did mat it on cardstock first and then fussy cut it just so it was a little sturdier, but I added just some flowers from my stash, a little pearl kind of button. I clipped off the back part of the button, which I thought kind of matched these here. A little bit of twine, mimicking the twine that is right here. I don't know, I just thought it was cute. Again, trying to layer and be fancy. But I'm not. Okay, so on this side, opens up like this. This is the piece that I added that is different than my little Halloween book. I left this open for a photo spot, but it does lift open, and OMG, I'm going to link these. Y'all better hurry if you want them. These are back in stock. So she just got them back in stock. I don't know how many she has, but I know people have been waiting for it. If you want it, you better go now and get it. So I will have that in the description box. I love them. They're my favorite go-to. I do have magnets in here. I don't know why, because it's not needed. I have a magnet on this side so that it stays closed just when I open the folio. But you have lots of room for photos. You could do little tuck spots here and there. I can't. I don't want to cover the paper. So I did a little bit. This is what you get. Just a little tuck spot with some, I think this might be, I don't know if this is the ivory or the summer ivory color artisan cardstock. But I did, the book is done in the craft artisan cardstock from Country Craft Creations. And now again, I'll make sure I have everything linked. This is a die cut that I fussy cut out and then just matted it on some craft cardstock. So that just folds in, over, and then it flips up. And on this one, I did add a little 1/8 inch of a gusset, which I did not have that on my original version. Here, like, would have been a nice, you know, spot for a photo mat, but I couldn't cover the paper. So cute. And on the original one, I used a die to do the pockets. I just made these ones myself and just did stack pockets. I was crafting at a friend's house, didn't have all my supplies. So that is what you get. And that just tucks in there. And then you have a larger tag back here that you can add some twine to or ribbon. And I want to make some tags. So that was the other thing. I was dying because as I was going, I was like, oh my gosh, this would be such a pretty banner. So I'm gonna have to do it. And then I added a little die cut here, mainly because I forgot to put a magnet under the decorative paper on the pocket so that this will stay closed when I open my folio. So I covered it with a little die cut. So the magnet is right here, and you can't see what I just pointed at. Can you see now? No, I don't know. But there's the magnet, and then I have it underneath here. So it closes like that. And this is a pull waterfall, which I guess technically is called a kinetic waterfall. But now that everyone's doing this, they're calling it just a pull down or pull waterfall. Call it whatever you want. I don't care. So it looks like this, and then I just kind of made some tuck spots just to show you can add more things. You just don't want this to be a lot of ephemera or bulky embellishments. It should just be really clean, so that way you don't mess up your mechanism. And then I do have one more I'm going to show you guys. So I have one more page, but if I made it again, I wouldn't do it. So you could see, but now when I try to close it, I can't because it bumps up against this. So I will probably give you guys the directions without that part right there and just leave it as this as the last piece because it works way better. Fan myself because it's 90 degrees here in Washington. Oh my gosh, I hate it. And I can't even say that because where I live, it's 90 degrees this week. Where my stores are on the eastern side of the mountains, so like Tri-Cities, Spokane area, if you know Washington. Oh, They're way hotter. It's so gross. Ew. Just ew. But we all love the pool waterfall. So there you guys go. Let me know what you think. Do you like it as much as I do? I just think this paper is so pretty. Just have to show it. And again, I do have, I don't know if I said it, so I don't know why I said it again, but I have more projects coming. I literally this weekend on my little crafting weekend with my friends, I was working on like maybe four different projects all at once because I didn't have everything to finish. So then I would start another project and my mind is just going. I got so many things in my head. It's like, okay. Hope everyone has a very fun holiday. Tomorrow is 4th of July. If you celebrate 4th of July, please be safe. Be careful with those fireworks. Please do not be the silly people that like have them in your hands or all close. That's just craziness. Don't do it. Not worth a finger. Okay. There you guys go. Again, this is Country Craft Creations by the Sea collection. Adorable. And I will link everything, all the supplies and everything that I used in the description box. And hopefully you'll be seeing a banner soon. Probably within, I don't know, let's say the next 2 weeks. Because I do have some Christmas and July things coming. So thank you guys so much for watching. And if you like this video, please give your girl a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please make sure that you do. So that way you can see future Country Craft Creation Design Team projects and all the fun hauls. If you haven't already, you have got to go to Facebook and join Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations. There's so much on there. I don't know. I think we have like 13 designers on the design team. There is members that post pictures that are amazing. There is a new subscription, which I will link below. I am a designer on that new subscription that is happening for Country Craft Creations. So more info to come on that. I can't wait to get our first box of goodies that will be with that. But it's basically like a retreat in your house. So it's going to be a lot of fun. More details to come. There's also some virtuals coming up. I mentioned that, I think, on my haul video. So if you want to partake in any of the virtuals or upcoming in-person retreats, head on over to countrycraftcreations.com and just go up top and click retreats or put it in the search bar. It'll take you right to it. But thank you guys so much for watching. Happy holidays. Bye.